Hey everybody, this video is going to be about the different types of containers that we use to grow food on my balcony. And I've used a lot of different kinds over the last couple years. I've learned from experience the reasons why I do the containers that I do. I used to do a lot of 5-gallon buckets. I don't use those anymore. I used to drill a lot of holes, and I used to get a lot of containers that were just about this size. Not really too big, not too small. But I'm also going to talk about containers to get started, how to start your seeds, how to grow sprouts, how to grow different kinds, and basically how to save money without, just using stuff that's recycled out of your kitchen. And to start out, I'm going to show you guys some of these little containers that I use. Now, this right here is basically, there used to be a piece of cake in it. There was a little cake from the grocery store. This works perfect for starting seeds out. All you do is you just put a little bit of dirt down here in the bottom, and you put the seeds in it, water it once, close it up, and don't put it in direct sunlight. Set it out on your porch somewhere where the sun doesn't go, otherwise it's going to cook it. And just the heat from the air and the moisture, the seeds are going to sprout, guaranteed. This is the easiest way to sprout. I used to just take regular pots and put saran wrap, plastic wrap over the top, and tape it really airtight, and I would just water the bottom, and the seeds would just grow right up non-stop. So that's guaranteed to grow like that. And just to give you an idea, I've got lots of these. This here was for salad, cupcakes, and maple crumble. I mean, it shows I got a bad diet. Obviously, I like my sweets, but the containers, you can use the containers, and I'm going to do a video coming up about starting seeds in these types of containers. Basically microgreens, which is a type of, well, it's like sprouting but past sprouting, or you're eating basically baby greens, baby lettuce, and stuff like that. I'm going to do a video about that. Now, another thing I want to talk about is not only just these, but using milk jugs, 2-liter Coke bottles. Basically, you just cut the tops off, or I'm going to show you with this. You don't actually cut the top off. You leave the top on there. The reason why is it gives you somewhat of a little greenhouse. And what I did is I just stabbed a hole in the side of this water jug, and I'm just going to make a quick cut all the way around it. Real quick, real easy, real simple. I'm going to leave half of it. And the reason why I'm going to leave half of it is because now I've got a little greenhouse. And I just fold this back, throw some dirt in here. But before I do that, the most important thing is poking the holes at the bottom. Now, some people might not agree with this, but the smaller pots that I always punch holes out for drainage. My really big pots that I use, these big giant laundry baskets, I don't punch the holes in the bottom of those, and I'm going to talk about those here in a minute. But with this, you don't want to punch the holes directly in the bottom. I like to leave just about a half an inch where the water can actually settle down there and create bacteria, natural bacteria, algae, lots of different types of things. I mean, whole different ecosystems. I mean, if you put the holes in there and everything drains out every time you water it, all the nutrients leave it, you're actually not holding on to anything. Plus, the roots have a little bit of something to draw from. If, let's say, you have a really hot, dry day and you just happen to not water it that day for whatever reason. So I put the holes about half inch up, just to give you an idea. And so that way there's water collection at the bottom. So now we've got a little mini greenhouse. It's made out of a milk jug. And this here actually closes right up. Just kind of tuck it inside of it so it seals up a little bit better. Just like that. And I'll show you how good that works. This is my corn right here. And the corn started out in the milk jug, grew up really good, really fast, and it hasn't actually been growing too good the last couple weeks. I should have probably transplanted this already by now, and I've learned a lot about the corn, so that shows you just how good that works. Now the next thing I'm going to show you are these big containers. Now these are basically laundry baskets, and I've got another one here that I'm going to start out and then start showing. But basically, this is what it looks like in the bottom. I don't punch any holes in the bottom. The reason why is because I don't really water them as much as I don't water them every day. The plants take a lot of the water, plus it evaporates, and with these big pots, it's not like I fill them up to the brim where they're just completely soaking in water. For some reason, I think if you can contain an ecosystem, the better off you are. And a lot of people wouldn't believe this, but if you dig down just a little bit in all these pots, there's tons and tons of bugs and microorganisms. And my favorite thing are a bunch of ants. Now, people think that ants might be bad for your garden. I've found out that's not the case. I don't use pesticides. I just basically grow it the way it is, and if any bugs make their way into there, I'm just going to leave them. They're there for a reason. Plus, any bugs or any ants that can make it up to a pile of dirt floating in the sky, 20 feet up in the air, hey, that's a miracle right there. So more power to them. But when I was digging down and planting these plants in here, there was a bunch of little ants in here, and I don't want to dig in here too much because the roots are looking nice, but they're running around trying to carry their little white eggs out of there, freaking out. And even if I look at this cherry tree right here, once in a while you'll see a bunch of little ants on there, and they protect it. They keep it clean. Little tiny microorganisms that you